Tēnā koe, Jamieson-Folland, the lifestyle aligner, helping you live the life you love. And today is all about why on earth would you bother to focus? And to help me focus, I've got some really useful notes here that are from a website called Consulting Success, which refer to a book which really gave me such a shot in the arm when it comes to why on earth I bother to focus. It was a book that was recommended to me by a coach that I was very fortunate to work with many moons ago. That would have been in about 2007 and 2008. And this lady helped me to realize that this is going to be a key that would, if I can master this step in terms of at least a sense of growth in this area and a sense of awareness in this area, this could really help me create more of what it is that I do desire in my life. And so I'm going to pick a couple of the really useful points. So there's on this site, Consulting Success, so check out the links, you can see the nitty gritty of that. It's quite a brief article, but it talks about the 8 main points that the author of this blog took from a book called The Power of Focus, which is the one that I read. Jack Canfield, Mark Victor Hansen, and Les Hewitt. I really strongly recommend that book. I'm going to pull out a couple of the things that were taken in this summary by the person who read it. Take a nap, especially for those of us who are up early. If you can take a nap up to 25 minutes in a day, it can supercharge our capacity, and I've certainly found that. I don't know, I'm curious to hear if you have. Being consistent and persistent. So if we know that there's something that does work, the value of it and actually working can often come from being willing to keep doing it. It's a bit like showering. You would say, well, you know, I showered yesterday and I'm all stinky today. Well, this showering business doesn't work. I mean, that's silly, isn't it? And it's like anything that works. Usually, if it's got some kind of value, it may not always be like falling off a log, and we need to keep consistent with it, and we also need to keep doing it when we're doing it consistently, if that makes sense. Keeping our promises, being our word, that's easier said than done sometimes, I think, for some of us in some circumstances, however, mightily worth it. And finding one thing that we can be doing in a day that has our life be better that day. And so for me, I know that if I go out walkies, just for 5 minutes outside, you know, that's after I've had my exercise time in the morning, but just as part of my break in the day, it's such a highlight. It's magical, especially where we live here in Magic Mountain. It's always a bonus to be able to go outside and breathe this beautiful air in, even if it's a bit rainy like it is today. So I'm curious to hear, have you ever read The Power of Focus, the book? Are you inspired to read it if you haven't? Do any of those points gel for you? Always good to hear from you. Until I see you on this week's Alive with Fee, have a goodie. Ciao for now.